Good morning, guys. Today we are going to go over your Padlet responses and as well as our plastics inventory. I'm going to take an inventory of my house and show you where on a Google document and how we're going to record that. Also, we're going to go over the positives and negatives of having plastic, and there is an accompanying document to that as well. So for the Padlet responses, I saw a lot of you guys had similar questions and responses, as in being surprised that you had a credit card's worth of plastic in your body. And I agree, that is kind of crazy. And I see that a lot of you guys had questions and thoughts about how the plastic gets into our bodies. And we have a good one here. I think plastic gets in our bodies for fish eats plastics. Accident, but it doesn't know it and break down, and then we eat it. It's a good example of the food chain. We also had that in another question of problem. So some of the questions that you guys had were, what are the effects of eating plastic or ingesting on the body? Well, we know that some of the plastics, when they are exposed to sunlight or heat, kind of seep chemicals into, say, the food or the water, like styrofoam. And you guys probably heard about the BPA in plastic water bottles. I shouldn't be leaving those in the sun and drinking that because it kind of chemicals seep into there. Another one is, why are we still making it? Well, plastic is actually safer than some of the things that we originally had. Not saying all in all that it's safe, of course, but for safety measures as far as medical reasons, why. Additionally, we had, what can we do to solve that problem? Well, that's not an easy question. That's kind of what we're all working on all the time here. And another one, how does it get that small? Well, plastics, aren't biodegradable, but they do break down after being out in the weather, rain, wind, sunlight beating down on it. It gets brittle and it breaks down in that way into tiny little pieces. And then even if it's in a garbage or a landfill, like water can take it away and bring it to the ocean. And that's just one of the ways that it can break down and get that tiny. They're actually in response to these questions, these are actually some things that we could write down in our notebook on defining the problem, your plastic diet questions while watching in the video. These are just a couple of things I'm going to keep written down in my journal. You guys can too. I thought they were really good questions to keep in mind. There's actually on your homework, you will be watching some videos and reading an article of your choice, and you will find some of the answers to these questions in there. So this is a good way to log that. So just maybe pick a couple of questions that you had or you agreed with on here and write it down. I'm going to have down what are the effects of eating plastic and ingesting it into our body? Why are we still making plastic? What can we do to solve this problem? And how does it get that small? Those are just a few questions I thought were interesting, and I'm going to write down in my journal under defining the problem. I thought you guys did a really good job on that, your thoughts on it. Was really interesting to see in this format. Moving on to our plastics inventory. The pictures weren't required. I just thought it'd be a little fun to have them posted up there instead of just words, but I thought it was pretty funny. So I saw that a lot of you guys had plastic waters and plastic bags, so good for you for drinking water on there. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to do a plastics inventory of one room in my house and just show you what's going on there, help fill out a paper, because you guys are going to do it too. You're going to do an inventory of your house and you're going to write it on this document. If you want to make a video and kind of show us a rundown of what you had, that's cool too. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so we are now going to record those items on our individual plastics inventory log. So item name was fruit net, just purpose and appearance to hold fruit. In plastic, in orange plastic, because I'm sure the chemicals of coloring have their own implications. Plastic surrounded with plastic label. One item, single use or reusable, single use. Repairable, broken, no. Recyclable, no. And then we saw the plastic, item name, produce bag. To hold individual produce items. And I had one. It's meant for single use, but it can be reused. No, and is it recyclable? Yes, and we said that it was a number 2. And the food packages, just keep the meat and the juices in, with those 2. Single use reusable, no, no, no. And the veggie bag. To keep carrots in. Clear with wording. And plastic bag tie. One single can be reused though if I wanted to wash it out. Repairable, broken, no. And also, oh, and back on this one, also the tab can be used as a pick. And is it recyclable? No. So that was the inventory at my house. You're going to do the same thing at your house. You're going to download the document, fill it out for your way, and then we'll upload it as an assignment on Google Classroom. Okay, so we're doing pretty good there. Okay, guys, so additionally, you're going to have another document here that has some information, what you guys have to do. So step 1 is you're going to read one article of these 2 choices below and then watch both videos. I actually read both articles and watched both videos, and it doesn't take very long. They're not very long individually. So one article, 2 videos, and then you're going to record some of the benefits and negative impacts of plastics you learned about in the article and the videos below. You have a step 3, use specific evidence. 3 pieces of evidence, history and uses, benefits, negative impacts, positive, plastic pollution, human health, recycling. Now you're going to have several days to do this. This isn't something that you need to worry about tonight. I know it's really long because it's going to go over several days. So don't freak out about that. So just fill in as much as you feel like filling in, and we'll just pace it out. I will put this on the classroom for you to download and fill out in your own time. I'll set all these assignments up in Google Classroom for you. So you should be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. If you have any questions, just email me and we'll get everything figured out.